Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're descending from the very top of Kennedy Square. To the right-hand side, even to the left-hand side, is the old town of Paphos. This is a new road. Some of the pavements have been finished. This is the final surface, and to be honest, it's absolutely Sherlock Holmes. If my father was still alive, and if he was in charge of this project, he would just say to them, dig it up and do it again. There we go. Because this is absolutely Sherlock Holmes. Oh, and by the way, I have explained what Sherlock Holmes means. It means S-H-I-T. We've also got some other phrases. When it gets worse than Sherlock Holmes, we tend to say William Shakespeare. When it gets worse than that, we say Geoffrey Chaucer. These are obviously references to English literature. They were called poets, apparently, or writers, or whatever. I would just say they were, well, there you go. But in their day, they appear to have made an awful lot of money. And of course, they are very, very famous. And, well, I did a little bit of English literature in school, and luckily managed to pass that O-level, and luckily managed to pass that A-level. But after that, well, I delved into the world of life and set up as a hairdresser. But there we go. That's another story. Somehow I have ended up in Cyprus. I've been here for 15 years, if you're curious to know. And if there's somewhere in Paphos that I don't know, I'll punch myself. It's as simple as that. Well, I know there's a lot of places I don't know, but all the roads, I know them. I don't know the roads' names, but I can get you somewhere faster than most people. Not trying to sound big-headed. I'm just going to say I know the roads very, very well indeed. So if you want to learn your way around, click on to the little channel known as Marika and me. Find Mr. Paul's Breakfast Club, and you'll get to learn your way around. You'll get to hear an idiot talking about daily life, things that have happened in our life, and talking about the weather a lot, because look at it. It's not too bad, is it? The sky is looking pretty blue. I promise you, in a few minutes, you're going to see the blueness and the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea. On top of that, Mr. Paul has a little bit of a habit of wearing clothes that are coloured blue. The primary colour will always be blue. Last night I wore a new t-shirt and it was blue and it had a white collar, and I'm not sure about that. To be honest, I think there was just too much whiteness in the collar. That's what I think. So I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it again, and I bought 5 of them. It's another peculiarity of Mr. Paul. When he walks into a shop and finds a t-shirt that's blue, that fits, he buys pretty much all they've got, because he understands that, well, when he wants one again, he won't be able to find one. So I do tend to buy an awful lot of blue t-shirts in the same shops. When I walk in after they've seen me 3 or 4 times, they do tend to get very, very excited, because they understand that this is a 4 or 5 item sale instantaneously without even being tried on. So anyway, it's a man thing, isn't it? It's called stupidity. That was the Paphos Mall roundabout, which obviously means that that was the Paphos Mall. I've got a Nissan Qashqai. I'll put him in a cast in a minute, but a Qashqai stuck right up my chuff. So just to annoy him that little bit more, we'll go that little bit slower, because I'm not in any rush, as you may have noticed, and he obviously is. In fact, I remember him from about a week ago, and he was stuck up my bottom then as well. So he's obviously a very, very frustrated man, and he's probably going to go to a kiosk and get himself a coffee or something like that. So we'll have an extra slow drive down the main boulevard down to the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. Big shout out to some of the people who like to watch the show now and again. We've got a girl who's in charge of the show. She's coming to Paphos very, very soon. She was hanging out in Hartlepool Marina the other day. Oh my God, the sky looks spectacular. I hope she got a great lunch with her friend, and I hope they had a great day indeed. We'll get all the gossip when you arrive. Oh, good morning, Mr. Pete. Right. Wow, where are we? Downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. Dame Ann Bell, big shout out to you. Lady, oh, so sweet, Caroline. Big shout out to you. Lord Nigel Big Guns, big shout out. There's a couple of pains in downtown damp Cardiff, and hopefully they haven't broken their beds yet, and hopefully they're stashing all their cash because I promise you boys, November, it's a big event. It's the pain spending event, and it's the Otching receiving out of the booth dancing event, and it's the Paul celebrating event. There's going to be a lot of spending of your money, that's for sure. And in fact, I'm going to take you to Tommy Hilfiger because they've got a new range and it's called Blue in downtown Paphos. So don't forget to bring a few extra thousand for me, because you're not going to get out of there without spending about €1,000, because I'll buy 2 or 3 things, especially for you. Downtown Kato Paphos Harbour, there's still a few works going on, as you may have noticed, but the majority of it's done. Look at that, there's a guy hard at work. They're doing that bit of cement in there, then they're going to stamp in the gravel aggregate, and then they will dust that down, and then that bit will be all finished for tomorrow morning. So slowly but surely it is all getting done. But you may notice there's a lot of things still stacked up here, and there's a lot of things being delivered as we speak, because there's more and more things being done, and they've removed off the top of this building, if you look to the left, that story. See it? Yes. And rumour has it they're going to build it again and mimic it like the bit that they've left there, and that's going to be another part of the I don't know, I think it's going to be one hell of a restaurant, but the Ocean Basket Restaurant. You get a great view, if it's true, isn't it? Great view indeed. That's the Paphos Castle in front of it. Do you want me to say castle or castle? What would you like me to say? Because in Ruthin, where I'm from, the town where I'm from, Ruthin, there is, well, there's 2 castles. So you've got the castle, which is a hotel, and then you've got the castle, which is a hotel. So we're not that clever in Wales, you see, especially in Ruthin, which is where I'm from, which explains why I'm so stupid. So someone in their great wisdom, many years ago, decided to build a castle and lived in it, obviously. But as the prosperity, should we say, shrank, they understood that the electricity bill and the heating bill was going to be astronomical, so they turned it into a hotel and a restaurant, which was quite a clever idea. And of course it's very posh, and it did very well, and it still does very well. But somewhere around about the 1930s, someone decided to build a hotel on the square itself and call it the Castle. So in Ruthin we have the castle and the castle. There we go. So you've got castle for the rich people and the castle for the poor people. Simple as that. Although the castle is not that bad, not as nice as the castle, but it's not too bad at all. There we go. Bit of a rant and a bit of useless information, but at least you know now when you're going to go to Ruthin. See, doesn't matter. I don't care which way I go, and neither does he. I can do what I want. I'm a man in an S-Class Mercedes. I know the mayor and I know the chief of the police. And on top of all of that, I know the most important man in Paphos, and he's sitting over there setting up his sponges. So there you go. Can't get much better than that, can it? Well, I'll give him a toot. That's Konstantinos. There he is. He's setting up as well. And I'll come and see Mr. Chris, because this coffee is about to run out. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, and I tell you what, we'll take you for a circumnavigation of the Paphos Harbour car parks. This is the new extension car park, if you understand me, and this is where, if you wanted to get on the sightseeing bus, see, now and again I give you a bit of information, that's where they all park up. I'm going to circumnavigate and come back round, so you understand, but this is where all the big buses are parked up on the left hand side, and just over there to the left, where those kids are coming from, is the temporary bus station of the harbour. Okay, so if you're in the harbour area, that's where you go. Now, there you go. Look at that. See? That's the Paphos sightseeing bus. That's where the bus, if you were coming on one of the boat trips, would drop you off. It doesn't matter. Don't worry, Sir Neil. I know you're supposed to go the other way, but we're going to go this way. Why? Because that's the way I want to go. Simple. There you go. No one cares in Cyprus. They really don't. No one pays any attention. See? Like people standing in the middle of the road. They don't seem to understand that the road's my road. Luckily for them, I'm a foreigner, so I don't run them over. If I was a local, I would. And in the court, I would say, well, they were standing in the middle of the road, and the judge would say, exactly, put them in a box. Now, you're supposed to go left, but I want to go right, so we're going to go right, and there we go. We'll give Mr. Chris. There you go. There we got the wave. I'll let him know. I'm going to park up. I'm going to park up 5 minutes, and then come in. There you are. There we are. you got to give him a warning, right? Because he goes and gets me my coffee. I'm not stupid, me. But hold on a minute, I've got to get him a cigar. So hold on, let's have a look. Have I got one in here? I think I have. There we are. You see? So I got to get him one of these. See, what an idiot. What an idiot I am, you see? So I got to give him one of them, which cost me €5. He's going to go and get me a coffee. And because he knows every Tom, Dick and Harry, he's only going to pay €2. You'd pay €3, by the way. There we go. No, I think you'd pay $3.50. Yeah, you'd pay $3.50. And I would pay €3 because I know the man as well. But Chris knows everybody, and he's related to everybody. You may think he's a humble sponge salesman. This is not true. Where are we now? Well, this is the new Harbour terminal for the buses. Quite nice, isn't it? You see? Now and again, you do get a little bit of useful information. And I tell you what, just so that Sir Neil understands that I can do whatever I want. I got a feeling he might be a police officer, by the way, this Sir Neil. So, Lady Ali, let me know. Sir Brian, who's his dad, let me know. There we go. So we're going to go the wrong way through the new bus terminal, but I can, so it's okay. Don't worry. And Mr. Chris will get me off. Quite futuristic, isn't it? Rather sexy. So this is going to be the Harbour semi-terminal pick-up and drop-off. And the temperature, oh my God, 30 degrees in the morning. 9:20, and it's 30.1 degrees. Oh my goodness. Which way should we go now? We'll go that way. There we are. We're circumnavigating the car park in the area of the harbour. Now, the car park, as you can see, is pretty empty, but I don't want to park in this bit because I don't want to walk. So stick with us. Oh, on that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, click the subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. I think we've gone to insanity, haven't we? But anyway, I'm nuts. Now, why not go through to our About page where you can consider to buy us a coffee or two? Don't click off just yet, Lord Nigel. Get your plastic friend out like Bobo does. That's that very, very clever dog of the weather girl, Miss Dawn, who's coming to Paphos very, very soon. She's going to bring Mr. Sean. Obviously, Bobo's going to stay home. And Miss Daisy is as well. But anyway, I'm going to park up here. I know I'm not allowed to, but guess what? I'm going to park up here anyway because it's in the shade. These good barrows will make sure that my car is all right. And I haven't got that far to walk to Mr. Chris, so it's that simple. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, why not hit that like, click that subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. Coffee, very, very much appreciated. And if you want to go and hit the super thanks button as well, like Sir Derek Scully does, thank you very, very much indeed. I'll see you again very, very soon. I'm going to go sit with my mate just over there and have a coffee, a few sponges or two, and perhaps detooth the shark, especially for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.